So, Erin, what are you going to cook today?
So today we're going to be doing a grilled eggplant, of course, from Hope Farms here because they're so beautiful and enticing, and I'm extremely excited to be working with such amazing ingredients.
Well, didn't we just pick these?
We did.
Oh,
we
you
did.
picked some really
I know.
beautiful ones. I love
they're
it.
they're gorgeous. It's hard to it's not hard to choose well here. So this was an inspiration for the dish, obviously. So we're doing a grilled eggplant with an arugula salad, which has some honey and some chili in it. And then we're gonna pair it with a crunch because texture is my thing. So we're gonna have a little bit of walnuts, some fresh chili, and then an almond nut feta to give it that creamy sensation and that,
Sounds fabulous.
that punch. Okay.
All right.
So first steps, ready to go?
Let's go.
All right, and I'm gonna start with just some fresh cumin seeds.
Okay.
So we're gonna get it right onto the pan and just toast lightly the cumin seeds.
Right.
So as soon as we get this moving, I'm gonna take it right into this mortar and pestle. So we're gonna start just to crush this up and give it, I don't know if you can smell that already.
Oh,
It
it's
smells
amazing.
delicious. So this gives it that groundedness and the depth. So we have this ground up and we're ready to add the other ingredients to the marinade. And we're gonna start with some red wine vinegar. And this is about a half a teaspoon of honey. We're gonna do some fresh ground pepper, some fresh sea salt. It's a coarse sea salt, so I'm grinding it with my fingers on the way in. Here comes the cumin, right in there. And here's where the flavor profile comes in. So I do a little bit of tomato paste also. And then we're going to, and that's about
a teaspoon.
about a
too.
teaspoon. So we're just adding the oil in here. And the beauty of this dressing, which is why I am eyeballing it today also, is that you can't fail because the flavors are like, the louder they are, the more they'll work with the eggplant, and the eggplant will just soak it up. We're gonna take these beautiful eggplant now and set them into the marinade. So ideally you want them to marinate for about an hour or longer at room temperature. So I'm just gonna take this and cut this lengthwise, right down the center. So we're gonna get that marinade back over here, and we're gonna go ahead and just place these right in this bowl for now. Okay, and while that's going, I'm just gonna slice this just into thin slices. So we're gonna use a high heat oil to fry the pepper. So we have coconut oil here today. This works. A canola oil will work well. Any high heat oil, and we'll label it on the label. Okay, so like I said, this is going quick. We want to get through this, and then we will set it aside in this bowl and get it right off this high heat. But it'll allow for a good crunch. Yes.
Nice.
So these are well marinated, like I said, so the grill is okay as is. We don't have to add
Nice
any
and
more.
hot.
It's nice and hot. And we're gonna go right in, cut side down. So you want this to be a relatively quick grilling process. It's about 3 minutes on each side.
So all in all, you don't want to cook it more than, say, 10 minutes total. Right?
Total, yeah.
Just a couple minutes
Yeah,
aside.
yeah.
Just so they're nice and brown, but not burning.
Not burning.
Right?
Yeah. So this is gonna sit on a bed of arugula. So we have our arugula here. And I'm gonna toss this with a little bit of that marinade. And this is just the bed. So we do a light toss of the marinade so we have the flavors in. And I'm gonna put this at the bottom of the plate.
Now, a lot of folks are used to putting the greens out and then just drizzling the dressing over.
That
But I
works.
noticed you drizzled the dressing over, and then you
kind of
flipped
toss it a little bit. Yeah, because you want to keep things light and fluffy, right?
You don't want a lot of
You
dressing.
don't want
just
a lot of
barely
dressing.
a little.
Exactly. And you know, because we have this heavier vegetable that's been marinating, that has a lot of great flavor, and there we go. So I wonder if you guys can see this from here. This will help us to get those elegant plating.
Oh, pretty.
Here we go. This is a smaller plate. If I were to go more family style with the platter, I'd probably keep them a little bit bigger. And you're gonna naturally serve yourself and then cut the pieces as well to your bite-sized pieces.
But you could either present this individually like
Yep.
this, or just bring it to the table
That's
on a
right.
big family platter.
Without a
pretty,
doubt,
and
yes.
People just scoop out what they
Yes, scoop out. Oh my gosh, look how beautiful these vegetables
Oh, it's gorgeous.
look. I'm gonna do one more here just for good measure because it looks so pretty.
Because we like odd numbers.
Because we like odd numbers, that's right. Okay, let's scoot this over a little bit.
Perfect.
Now the topping is just some of our walnuts. I'm just realizing they're a tiny on the bigger side. You don't need a ton. There we go. So you want to hold the tip of your knife right down on the board and let the blade glide along the cutting board. This is one of our specialties, our favorite. So it's a nut cheese
Oh.
that we make, and we call it an almond feta. So it has a consistency like a feta, and it has that umami flavor that you'd want from a cheese, but it's made with nuts.
No
so there's
dairy.
no dairy in it. Yeah.
You make this at Defy.
We do, yeah.
This
we
is
have
a
this
Define
of
food.
Define Foods. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, so we put a little bit, and just like you would with a feta, you just want to crumble it, and it crumbles nicely. It's a creamy crumble. It's creamier in the heat right now, but just a little morsels of
Little
it.
drips.
Kind of a tiny bit of salt at the top, bring out flavor, and a little bit more pepper.
Grinded pepper.
And then one key element that we used earlier, just the squeeze of the lemon helps to just brighten up the dish, and this is a go.
Voila.